What's going on, everyone? Let's get into your morning Bitcoin update. So looking at Bitcoin, you can see here that its price is doing something extremely important this morning. Of course, over the last about 38 days, we have been within this ascending channel to the top side. Now, oftentimes within the world of crypto, when you are in these ascending channels towards the top side, during a bear market, you will very likely see them break down, like almost 90% chance they'll break down. But in a bull market, they have a very strong probability of being able to melt up through these levels of resistance and then break towards the upside. Now, the reason this happens, during a bull market is because a lot of these key levels of resistance are extremely strong. It's not like these are just random levels. For example, let me just draw a straight line here. You can see back here, all of this resistance we were putting in around, for example, $45,000, the psychological level of $45,000, all of these things. And so it's no surprise that we, of course, saw Bitcoin's price slow down right around the 44 to 45K level. But the thing is, again, we're in a bull market. And so the general momentum is upwards. And so although, yes, we do slow down a bit, we're going to use that slowdown to build up more liquidity, pick up volume, and then boom, go for the break to the upside. Now, it's not a guarantee, right? And there's always a good chance that we will break to a downside because eventually things do slow down. But you can see here, again, there are a lot of times where you'll see going up to key levels of resistance, boom, then you break in. Look what happened as we approach this 618 Fibonacci level. Look what happened. We're getting close to it. We go straight up, then we go sideways, melting up towards it. We finally hit it, boom, rocket ship straight into it as we pick up some volume with higher bullish conviction. It's just what happens a lot of the times, right? And we're seeing something extremely similar being attempted right now. Now, there's no guarantee that this is going to be pulled off, but we do see something similar being attempted. What you can see from Bitcoin right now is that its price, again, has now worked its way outside of this ascending channel and is looking to build some support on top of it. You can see here, let's actually go down to the hourly charts. It gets a lot clearer. What you can see is, look, we broke out, we came back in. We got rejected, lost it, established support one more time, bam, now we're trying to make this move towards the upside, okay? We got the clean breakout. It's looking pretty damn good, and as we are doing this breakout right now, if you do look at your daily volume is on the uptick. You guys know we love seeing volume into a breakout. It means there's higher conviction. It means that it's more likely to be successful, generally. Now, what does this mean? Okay, well, what this means is that, again, Bitcoin is in position in which it's about to try to make a move to the upside, but there's something historic about this move to the upside. There's something massive about this move to the upside. It's not just a move to the normal upside. Well, what's massive about it is the fact that Bitcoin is now approaching, let's go to the weekly charts to make it a little easier to see here. Bitcoin is now approaching the macro 786 level at $50,000 from its all-time high down to its bear market low. What this means is that this is the most important level of the Fibonacci's on Bitcoin's chart ever, realistically, because this is the door to, roughly $130,000, $100,000, $175,000. And if Bitcoin historically is capable of breaking the 786 level, one, it's a sign that the bull market is truly here. Two, it's a sign that Bitcoin's likely to clear an all-time high. And three, it's a sign that we usually have at least another possible 10 to 16 months of bull market in front of us, which means that it's, of course, things could be getting interesting. Now, historically speaking, Bitcoin has always been rejected off of the 786 level the first time it touched it. That's just history, okay? Let me show you. We go back here, we take that Fibonacci, bull market high, low. Where do we get this first big rejection? Right here, 786 level. The moment we clear it, bam, bull market, multiple months, okay? Let's go back before that, okay? Here we go. All-time high, bear market low. Where do we get rejected off of? 786 level, okay? And so because of this, because you can see here that every single time Bitcoin has touched the 786 level, it's gotten rejected by it, I would be extremely careful right now. Because although, yes, we might get that move towards $50,000, there's a decent sized chance that we do get rejected. There's a decent sized chance that this is finally the moment where maybe Bitcoin slows down. Maybe we start to see Bitcoin cool down a little bit for, up until March, April around the halving, right? Maybe we do kind of pull back a bit. Maybe in that time frame, we see Bitcoin dominance start to fall and we see a mini altcoin season, because that's generally what happens after Bitcoin rallies. And then from there, as we do approach into and after the halving, maybe that's when we start to try to get this push over the 786 level and really enter into a bull market, right? Something like that does become extremely likely. And I do believe that based off of historical data, although history never really repeats itself, oftentimes it does look quite similar. And so since it's something we've always done, I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm not going to take a bet that we're not going to do it this time. Okay. And so with Bitcoin right now, I definitely would be relaxing a little bit. I'm not going super huge leverage long. If you do want to trade, if you do want to short this thing or long this thing, go sign up for a link with Margex down below. They're the best trading platform in the world, in my opinion. You don't have to KYC. You don't need a VPN. You can flat out just deposit and just start trading as you should in the world of decentralization. They make it really easy using leverage. You can just use a sliding scale, set stop losses, take profits. Again, it's the best one. It's just the best one. Stop wasting time on other exchanges, and you can get a couple $100 when you get the deposit bonus. Stop wasting time. Okay, go down there and check it out. But again, I wouldn't personally be doing huge long trades right here because again, we have always been rejected here, and right here, right now, looks like $50,400. So my overall outlook is that I am going to continue to DCA. Of course, you guys know that Bitcoin is one of my biggest holdings. Bitcoin holds 49.6% of my primary portfolio. I have 5 portfolios. If you would like to see my portfolios and what I buy, go to my Patreon link down below. But yes, I am going to keep dollar cost averaging because it's Bitcoin, and I think it's going to hit $130,000 this cycle. But at the end of the day, leverage trading, likelihood is we're going to run into resistance here, and then that opens up doors for liquidation. That opens up doors for losing trades, and I just personally don't like that idea. Now, overall, I think general sentiment does remain bullish, right? If we just look at a couple things. Looking at our RSI here, let's go back down to the daily charts. What you can see, we were putting in these higher highs throughout this, but then we did start to implement these lower lows. So I do believe that on a more kind of short-term to mid-term sense, we are still in bullish territory in which Bitcoin's price can make that move up to 50,000. In the same breath, we did just get the daily MACD cross, which is beautiful. It's a good sign. It's a good sign to show that we could continue upwards. So all of these things, at least in my opinion, tell me, just from a general indicator standpoint, that we do have the fuel to get up towards 50K, but I'm not quite sure that we're going to cross it, that we're going to break it. So every single morning, or as many mornings as possible, I will continue to update you as this does happen, but pay very, very close attention to one thing. If Bitcoin's able, or two things, if Bitcoin's able to hold support on top of this previous level, cool. If it's then able to work its way back up, don't get too much FOMO, because the likelihood is here some type of rejection around 50K is extremely likely. So I will continue to update you as I mentioned before. And like I said, guys, if you want to see what I'm trading, buying, and all that good stuff, I don't trade a lot. I'm not a day trader. I'm not active like that. I just dollar cost average and buy in things that I like. Go ahead and go down to the Patreon link down below. You can see that. And while you are down there, also go check out Margex. Like I said, they're the best platform, and you're wasting your time anywhere else. So with that in mind, of course, I hope you guys did enjoy today's morning update on Bitcoin. If you did, please let me know, because I am going to be doing technical analysis videos again, 2 to 3 of them every day with a sprinkle of degen plays in the middle. So of course, I will hope to see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.